Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another YouTube video. I am Ketan. I call myself that day-to-day guy, and just here, as I say every single week, living life day-to-day, trying to get by just like everyone else, and sharing some of my life experiences along the way. And today's topic is a little bit, it is serious, but I'm going to whiz through it because I've got to get to work. It's Tuesday morning. I'm going to go to work, edit this video and get it out. But the declining relationship between men and women, and I say this because I always say social media amplifies things, and in recent times, I've been seeing a lot more things about, like women complaining about men and vice versa and so on, and it's almost like creating this like, how can I put it? There's bad vibes between the two of us. And also, in addition to this, Foray and I were talking at work the other day about how there's not enough role models for young men, boys, on how to treat women. This whole like alpha male narrative that's been put out, and people talking about woke culture and so on and so forth. Like, all that aside, we're just two sets of human beings that should be treating each other with a level of respect, and I just don't think there's enough out there. And I kind of had this thought. I said to Foray, you're right, because if you look at how women are portrayed or viewed in the kind of general in the general way, well, look at men, for instance, right? Men are praised for the value they bring, and on occasion, men are praised for the way that they look. But men are more praised for the value they bring. And I say value, it's like if a guy does something for a woman, oh, he's such a sweet guy, da-da-da. Or if you buy stuff. And on the women's side, women generally, from a kind of outside perspective, and I'm generalizing here, and this is the point of things like this, they are always, more often than not, sexualized, and it's all about, oh, she's hot, she looks this way, blah, 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 blah. No, never really, there's never really focus on the non-materialist things that women do. And I think that's important because that's who they are as people, aside from the way that they look. So as young men, we're kind of taught that that's the only value they bring. They're like accessories to us, for us. But that's not the case, obviously. So we got in our family, we've got, two girls and a boy. And I was having a chat with my nephew the other day. Like, I don't want my nephew growing up being a misogynist, thinking women are objects and women are, possessions and so on and so forth. So, if you're men out there, I don't have kids, so I don't know what it's like to parent children. I regularly have chats with my nephews and nieces about life stuff, and it's I enjoy it, and I know that the more we speak about things, the more things sink in, and it's important at an early age to teach them that men and women are equal and they deserve to be treated with a level of respect. I like a hot woman as much as the next. However, if that's all they, that's not all they are. Just in the same way that we're not just there to buy shit and pay for restaurant meals and so on and so forth. And the media out there these days will lead you to believe that this is the case. Like this is, and also the whole thing about this is the man's role, this is the woman's role. Whilst there are these stereotypical roles, women live perfectly happy lives on their own, where they don't need a man, and that's fine. And men live a happy life on their own. I'm a prime example of this, where I don't need a woman. But what I'm saying is, there's a real vibe of kind of this kind of hatred between the two sexes. And I don't like it, frankly. Like, I'd rather we just live in harmony. Because even with men there are dickheads, and with women there are dickheads, yeah? But what I like to do when things like this happen, and I get this feeling of hatred inside me, I start to think to myself, okay, well, this is coming from the outside. This is coming from, sometimes you go down a YouTube rabbit hole and you think, I did a video on this before, and then you start to hate a certain demographic, or you see things online and you're like, yeah, women are like this, women are like this. But I then think to myself, that's what they're telling me, but let's have a look at the evidence around me. What are most of the women around me like? Do they cheat? No. Are they like this? Are they gold diggers? No. So don't believe everything you see. Like, some stuff is entertainment and it's funny. Yes, great. But understand it is just that. It's entertainment. It's not a rule saying that all women are like this. And for women, it's not, all men aren't cheaters. There's plenty of good guys out there. And there's plenty of guys out there that, fulfill their duties as dads and so on and so forth. They're not all deadbeat dads. It's very important when you are watching information like this online, whether it be in a joking manner or if somebody's trying to be a matter of fact, stop for a second if you're feeling this deep hatred inside and look around and look at the evidence around you and say, okay, is this person like that? Is this person like that? Is this person like that? And then do a count, and you'll find that actually in the real world, that's not the case. So yeah, I just want to make you aware of that. And that's not just with men and women, that's with anything you see online, because the internet has such a way nowadays of making something feel bigger than it is. So just take stock, relax, look around, look at the people around you, and make your decision for yourself. Okay? Don't allow other external things to come into your head and spoil your view on any demographic of people, be it men, women, whatever the case may be. So I think I'm done here. I'm going to go to work. I'm going to edit this video and then get it out, and we'll see you next week. Next week I sold my black Mercedes SL this weekend, so I will do a walk around video on that. Just show you around the car, because it's going to go the week after next. So yeah. Once again, folks, if you like what you see here, feel free to subscribe, feel free to like. There's no pressure here. I'm not doing this for any commercial gain, so in the nicest possible way. Doesn't make a difference, but I hope what I say lands and make a difference to some people out there. Even if it makes a difference to one person, it's worth it, because, that's what we're here to do, make a difference in the world, as cheesy as it sounds. Right, ciao for now. We'll see you next week.